Hey guys, how you doing? It's JMac14 here. Welcome to another jVlog. It is the Rant Part 2, okay? I did the rant a while ago. It's been over a month, and I've actually listened to it back a couple of times myself, and I got some awesome feedback from some of you, especially Caesar, and it made me think that I actually left some things out that I wanted you guys to know about Simply Mac and about the situation and stuff like that. So I got a list here we're going to kind of get through, and so let's start with part 2 kind of the rant. So all the things I'm going to talk about kind of lead up to one major topic, and it's basically not treating their employees with any respect, which then equals no company loyalty really at all, unless you're at a corporate level. But down at the level where you're starting out at, and the level that you're getting all your money made, we're the ones that are making you all the money. There's no respect there really whatsoever. Okay, so first off, let me just start off with this topic: the fact that you don't get a raise. Okay, when we were Peach Mac, we got raises every year. You got evaluated, and based off the evaluation, you got a raise. Okay, unless you got promoted like I did within the year. I got promoted from sales floor to trainer, so my pay went up from the base that's $9.50 up to $12. So they went, okay, well, of course you don't get a raise because you got the promotion. I'm like, I'm fine with that. I'm making good money, doing what I love, which is what we all want to do. We all want to make really good money doing what we love. So I found out a couple of weeks before I got fired. One of the guys, the senior sales associate, guy who's a friend of mine, who as of this moment, his last day is going to be coming up pretty soon. He's actually moving, and he's going to be going back to school, and he's got a better job waiting for him to pay him like $14 an hour doing like a call center kind of thing, customer service stuff. So I wish him all the luck and all the best. But he found out from the stupid district manager that Simply Mac doesn't do raises. Because he was kind of wondering, like, when are we going to get evaluated and have possible for raises, because it's been past like a year or so. And he said, oh, you don't get raises. And he was like, what? It's like, yeah, because you make commission, so there's no reason for you to get a raise. And he was like, yes, there is a reason for us to get a raise. If we're doing a good job and we're good employees, and we get a good if you evaluate us and we get a good evaluation, our base pay should go up some, and we should still make commission. But because we make commission, he's like, no, you don't get any raises. So I'm like, that's total disrespect to the people who are making you all this money. Okay, so that's one point right there. I just find that completely ridiculous that they would not have our base pay of minimum wage go up anymore. The other thing is, Simply Mac doesn't really promote from within. The thing about Peach Mac that I loved is they were always looking to promote within. If a management job came up someplace, they were looking in the company for anybody who wanted to become a manager to move up to that position. Because the way that Peach Mac saw it, they're like, hey, if we treat our employees with dignity and respect and show confidence in their abilities and have them move up from being sales floor to a trainer or sales floor to manager or something like that, and they can go on and on, then that's going to promote some loyalty in the company. Okay, that's why companies like Apple and Google, on the big people, they have some people that are kind of disgruntled, but most of the time they're like, I love the company because they treat me with respect, and so on and so forth. But I mean, that's what Peach Mac did. Simply Mac, not at all. I mean, we had a lot of people just hired off the street. I'm not talking about just the sales floor. I'm talking about like management positions, just hired off the street. And there's viable people in the store that have been there working for long periods of time that were just, nope, we're not going to move you up to management. We're going to get this other person and have them be the manager. And they have like no experience with technology and stuff. And you've been in the company, you know the ins and outs already. And it's just complete bullshit. Okay, that's basically what it is. Many times we had people who just were not promoted from within that could have been. We actually had 2 young women who could have been promoted up and were not. One was the assistant manager who could have gotten this being the actual store manager when the other manager left, but instead of promoting her up from assistant manager to store manager where she wanted to be, they kept her as assistant manager, and they went and grabbed that young kid I was talking to you about, that's like 19, 20 years old from the other store, and said, guess what? He's the manager now. And he was like an assistant manager or something down at one of the other stores. I'm like, so what's the difference? So, of course, she got upset, so she left. Don't blame her at all. So, when she left, the other kind of key holder manager we had that was behind her moved up to assistant manager. And then once the freaking kid was almost about to leave, she won the store too. And she's always been wanting to be the store manager and would have been an incredible store manager, but was not given that option. So she stayed with the company, but she went from our store to another store. So she kind of got promoted in a way, but she didn't get promoted in the store in the position where she wanted to. She actually had to move someplace else just to be able to be given the opportunity to have a store or run a store. But it's just constant stuff like that. Like for me, I didn't get any kind of promotion. Like I told you, they didn't consider me for senior sales associate. They gave it to the other gentleman because he was promised that. And then once some of the other management left, he thought, hey, this is my chance to be assistant manager. They went, nope, you're not going to be assistant manager. We're going to hire this other person to be assistant manager instead of moving you up. So another total lack of respect there, guys. Total lack of respect. Okay? And then when they do bring in these people, there's no training. I've already told you about the AT&T situation and how they didn't train us and stuff, but they would bring managers in and not even train them. They were bringing them in, they would hire them, go, okay, you're the assistant manager, you're the store manager, do what you have to do. And they're like, what do? I don't know the procedures and policies and stuff. The store manager and assistant manager that were there, who respect me and loved what I did, and I respected them, but I have to say this, when they were brought in, they weren't trained at all. They were constantly asking me questions, like I was the manager. How do I do this? Where do I go for this? And I would have to just tell them honestly, I'm like, I don't know. That's the manager thing. I'm sales floor, and before that was trainer. I don't know. If I knew that, I'd be the manager. So there's no training at all. I mean, at least with PCMac, they had this great program where if you wanted to be a manager and move up and be promoted, it was a mentor program. So you were still sales floor, but what would happen is they would kind of team you with another one of the people in management, the store management, and you kind of will learn and grow from there. And then once a position opened up and they felt it was your time and you've learned everything, then they would move you up. So they would give you all this training and stuff like that, and then put all this confidence in you. Go, okay, we feel like you have enough to move up and be an official manager, so here we go, we're going to promote you. And that's what you need to do, guys. But no, Simply Mac, nope, don't want to do it. Okay, screw you, figure it out yourself. And if you don't, then we'll fire you. We'll find somebody else and see if they can figure it out. Just, how do you run a company like that? That's just complete horse shit. I mean, bullcrap, alright? The other thing, which I've mentioned before and some of the other stuff, trying to deny me unemployment. That's just a low down thing to do, okay? He was trying to get the store manager to write me up enough times so that way when he did get her to fire me, they would see that I got written up so many times, and then that way it would be like, oh, you don't get any unemployment because they warned you so many times and blah blah blah. But guess what? She didn't do it. I only got written up one time, okay? And it was a bullshit thing. It said that I didn't have my survey customer service numbers above a certain percentage, and I could go back and show them that for the past 4 months they were at 100%, but they went, no, they were below this, or write them up. But the other stuff that they wanted her to write me up about, she never did. She kept delaying it because she didn't want to, have them deny me unemployment. That's just a low down crappy thing to do, guys. What kind of company would have an employee like me who was a good employee and did, everything I possibly could, but they've been like, no, you're awful, we want you gone. So not only am I going to lose my position, but then you don't want me to have any unemployment, any way to provide, to keep the lights on in the house, or even keep the house, or get any food or anything. Like, nope, screw you. All right, it's just horse crap. So, yeah, he definitely tried to do that. So, I mean, if I ever see the guy again, I'm probably gonna punch him in his damn face. But, yeah. So that's one point. Like I said, this is all just underneath the same umbrella of not treating the employees with any respect, which then leads to employees not having any loyalty to the company. So this one is a stupid one and a big one. Okay, you guys should know, if you've worked anywhere, even if you've gone to school, like institutions, they have mission statements and mottos and things like that. I've worked for Kroger that had it. I've worked for Target. PeachMac had mission statements and stuff. The colleges that I went to and stuff like that, they had mission statements and stuff. And it's supposed to kind of, if somebody from the outside is looking at the company and figuring out what it is, it's supposed to, describe what they are and what they're about and stuff. Like, we're all about customer service and high quality and stuff like that, which most companies are going to tell you. But Simply Mac had this and more. They had something, they had a pledge, okay? And not only did you have to, see the pledge and know the kind of pledge, they wanted you to memorize the pledge, say it verbatim at any time. So at any moment you could be working and somebody could be like, hey, say the pledge, and I'm supposed to stop and say the pledge. And I was like, that's freaking kindergarten baby crap. I'm in my 30s. What the hell, man? When do we go back to kindergarten or something? Am I the Green Lantern? Am I saying the oath with a lantern or something like that? What the hell is going on here? And this was a big problem that they had with me. Especially because this is when the kid was there. This freaking 19, 20-year-old kid there running the store. And he's saying, you have to know this pledge, you have to learn it and stuff. And I'm like, well, for one thing, I think it's stupid to have to know this, okay? Number two, there's no reason for me to know this, okay? It's not going to help me at all. He kept saying, no, you have to know it. I'm like, I kept on asking him, why? Why do I have to know this and say it off the top of my head? He could not give me an answer. He said, because you have to do it. And then I would go back, but why? And then he would go, because you have to. And I'm like, no, there's a reason why they want me to know this. There's a reason why they want me to say this. What's the reason? If you don't know what the reason is, just tell me you don't know what the reason is. Don't keep saying that I have to just because. That's not an answer. You have to give me a concrete reason why. Because this pledge is not going to help me sell more computers. It's not going to help me sell more AppleCare. It's not going to help me sell an iPhone. It's not going to help me with anything. It's just going to annoy me, basically. That's what it's going to do. And he's like, well, you got a problem with change and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'll be honest with you. I can have problems with change. I will be honest with you, all right? But I can also be honest with you in this sense. I can accept the change as long as it's something that's viable. This doesn't make any damn sense. He's like, well, I've done it for other companies. And I'm like, well, I haven't, and I've worked for big companies too, and we've never had to do this before. But he just couldn't give me a reason. The bullcrap reason he gave me is because, because if you know and stuff and you say it, it makes us feel like more like a family and blah blah. I'm like, it's not gonna make us feel like more like a family. If you want us to make us feel more like a family, then treat me with some damn dignity and respect. Don't make my freaking wage go down to the minimum in the state, and don't get rid of my damn position. Why don't you just treat me with some damn respect, and then I'll have some loyalty to you, and we'll feel more like a family, just like we did when we were PeachMac, okay? A stupid freaking damn pledge ain't gonna damn fix anything, okay? And the thing about this stupid pledge, guys, is it contradicts itself, and it repeats itself for the same points it made in the other freaking lines, okay? I'm not gonna say the damn thing, but there's stuff in there about Simply Mac providing us with the tools that we need to succeed, and I'm like, well, that's a bunch of crock, because if they did, I would have been able to sell an iPhone with no damn problem and stuff. There's stuff in there about me improving and better myself. I'm like, I just did that anyway. I don't need a pledge to know that I have to improve and better myself, to be better every single damn day. And it was stuff like that over and over again. At least like three lines were like that. I'm like, why? You already said that in these lines. Why are you saying it again in a different way? It doesn't make any damn sense and stuff. So that was a real big problem they had with me, because they apparently in the corporate part of Simply Mac, when they are together in a meeting, before they even start the meeting, they all stand up and they say it all together and stuff like that, like they're in a freaking cult or something like that. So, but oh my god, it was a headache and a half. I even told one of my buddies when he came back from vacation what was going on, and I said, we have to memorize this damn pledge now and say it. And he was like, he looked at me with his weird face like a dog watching a television, and then he went, what happened? When do we go back to kindergarten again? There was one time in one of the store meetings, he was like, okay, before we start anything, we're going to say the pledge. And you know what I did, guys? I actually recited the Green Lantern Oath. That's what I did. There was another time, I said the Pledge of Allegiance instead of saying that crap. Because I don't believe in a damn word in that pledge whatsoever, because it's all bullcrap. And all the other mission statements are bullcrap too, because they're talking about, oh, we have, integrity and stuff. You don't have any integrity when you're freaking screwing people, hand over fist with all the freaking bullcrap services and messed up certified pre-owned computers and shit you got. There's no integrity in that. We're easy to do business with. Well, not when you're freaking down wanting me to freaking pressure people. That's not easy. You're not being easy to work with and stuff. So there's a bunch of crap that they had in their mission statements and pledges that were just absolutely ridiculous. And I was like, why don't you just, instead of doing the stupid pledge, why don't you give me the actual tools I need to succeed, so that way I can be a better salesman, okay? That's what you should be doing, okay? But no, we're not going to do that. So it's more of their bull crap. So guys, I just want to leave you with one other extra little tidbit. Way after I recorded the first part of this audio for this jVlog here. Something that happened very recently, which still shows the mentality of this district manager, that even though I have been gone for months, it's just ridiculous. Okay, so what happened was I posted a picture on Facebook, okay, and it was of me throwing away my shirts and my name tags and stuff that I had into a trash can. I had planned to burn them, but I said, the heck with it. They've been sitting in a corner for a while and they're just still staring at me, and I'm like, I need to just get rid of this toxic, crap that's over here in the corner. So I'm just going to throw it away. Okay, I throw it in the trash where it belongs. I threw it in there, kind of positioned the shirt in a way, took a picture of it, posted on Facebook, said, I toss them in the trash, let me put this crap where it belongs in the trash can, on to new beginnings. That's all I did. Okay? And they got likes from my friends and comments and stuff like that. And then, what happened was, a couple of days before I was going to help, you remember me telling you about the guy who was the senior sales associate that was moving. I was going to help him move. I was the only one around that was going to actually help him, help pack up the truck before he moves. And so what he does, he follows my post I did on Facebook. He takes a picture of his shirts and stuff in the trash and says that, he would never probably ever wear them ever again and stuff like that. And of course, I'll make a comment back and tell him things like, it's better off in there anyway, because shirts are just like the company. They're cheap and poorly made, and which is true. The shirts are cheap and poorly made. I mean, they got holes in them very easily. They were stitched up the side, which is a good, that shows you the quality of a shirt right there. If it's stitches up the side where your armpits or stuff are at, it's not made very well. And you would just sneeze and it would get a hole in it and stuff, and they wouldn't let you buy any more to replace them and all this other kind of crap. So it's poorly made and they're cheap. I did not say anything in there that was not true, and it's just like the company, and that's true too. Cheap, don't want to spend money on anything, wants all this other money, greedy, and not put together very well, which is an honest thing too. Okay, the company is not put together very well. Okay, comments back and forth and stuff on it. Well, apparently, because I put that post on Facebook and then my buddy put the post on there and we were commenting and stuff, somehow it got to the district manager and he got upset. And so my friend, when I was helping him move, told me about this. Said he found out and he was all upset and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, for one thing, what's he gonna do? Because I'm not there and you're not there, so it ain't like we're gonna get punished for it. What are you gonna do? And then another thing was, I also said, well, if if me putting that post up there and you putting that post up there and us making comments about the company has it where he had a couple of nights, bad night's sleep, then that just makes me that much more happier, okay? Because here, this is a guy who wanted me gone for no reason, and then wanted to deny me any kind of unemployment for getting rid of me, and now is getting back into stuff where I'm trying to put all this stuff behind me, and he's bringing up more stuff, and he's like, you know, blah 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 and all this other bull crap. So I just, you know, like I said, if he loses some sleep over it, then that's his deal. Okay, you know, God, man. And this kind of leads to something else. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Simple Mac had a Facebook group that they all wanted us to join, so that way we could post stuff on there and everything. Okay, I never wanted to post anything on there. I didn't want to join it because it could be a good way for them to track what I do on Facebook. I didn't want any kind of association with them. It's enough that I had to, you know, go to this building and work for these damn people. Okay, I didn't want anything else attached to them in any other way. So get rid of that crap. And but the other thing was, my buddy though, the guy that helped move and stuff, he did join the group and he used to post stuff on there. And I get this, guys, it was Christmas time. Okay, it's like the week of Christmas. And he's feeling all festive. He comes to work with Santa hat on and everything, and all the customers are loving it and everything. And so what happens? He gets one of the employees to take a picture of him with the Santa hat on in front of the Simple Mac sign, puts it up on Facebook, and says, you know, Merry Christmas to all the Simple Mac family. I hope you have a great holiday. Okay, just being very nice, you know, and put stuff on the group. And what happens is that the district manager sees it, sends him a text message, and then says this: "Where's your name tag?" That's all the text message said. Where's your name tag? Of all the other things, not to say Merry Christmas or anything like that, the only thing he was concerned about was where's your name tag at. I mean, we're posting it on a group forum for just the employees, so what does it matter? And the only thing he's concerned about is where's your name tag at. I mean, there's one other thing that I wanted to mention too that happened pretty recently too is, if you guys remember in the very first rant video, toward the end, I told you that not only did I get fired, but my store manager also told me that 2 other people were supposed to get fired as well. So you're probably wondering what happened with that, because I was wondering what happened with that. So when I was helping my buddy move, I asked him about that. I asked him who was still there and stuff, and so the one person that was on the sales floor too that was supposed to get fired, guess what? Didn't fire her. She's still working there. The other guy who worked back in the service department, they actually did end up firing him. But just take a listen to this, okay? They fired him, sent him home, okay? But then shortly realized that they were too short-handed to fire him, so then they rehired him back. So he was only fired he was basically fired only 24 hours before he was back to work again, okay? So that's just completely ridiculous, right guys? I mean, I keep telling you these stories over and over and over again, but it just kind of boils down to this company wants to do things but doesn't think about the consequence until later on, alright? They fired this guy and go, just get rid of him, and then go, oh wait, we can't do that, we're short-handed, we need somebody, get him back in here again. Should have thought about that before you had the idea to fire the guy in the first place, okay? So, and along with that, kind of saying them not thinking ahead on stuff, I'm going to tell you a little story. What happened Christmas time, okay? So, Simply Mac got the bright idea to do kind of like a 12 days giveaway kind of thing. So 12 days of Christmas kind of theme. Every single day would be a different kind of sale or deal going on and stuff like that. One of these deals, they decided to do it on Beats headphones. Okay, you guys should already know that popularity of Beats and their headphones and stuff, it's just crazy, especially around Christmas time. Kids want them, everybody wants a pair of Beats headphones, okay? So when they do this and they marked it like 40% off of Beats headphones, their intention of doing it was, oh, we'll put it on 40% off and people be in the store and we'll sell them other stuff. That's not how the holiday season works when it comes to shoppers, okay? Say what you will about consumers, when they handle stuff in retail, the one thing they'll do during Christmas is they know how to save money. If they see that one store has a deal that another store hasn't, they'll go and get just that one item and then go to another store to get another thing just to save some money, okay? They also didn't think about how this would cause any kind of problems when it came to sales numbers and making revenue and stuff like that, because, you know, not making that much money off of Beats headphones anyway, then you're going to mark them down 40%, okay? But wherever the genius in marketing was like, let's do this, we'll get people in the store and they'll buy other stuff, and they're not going to buy other stuff. Because if I was in the room, I would have told you, I would have raised my hand and was like, let me ask you a question, what's going to make them buy other stuff? So, but, you know, I'm the guy that has all these ideas and stuff. Of course, you know, they're not going to listen to anybody like me. So what happens? Luckily, I didn't have to open that morning to deal with it, okay? But when I did get in, I asked the two guys that did open. They told me that it was chaotic. I looked at the wall that had Beats headphones, and there were only 2 more on the wall, okay? And the reason why is because they had people lined up outside to get them, okay? Quickly after corporate saw the sale go on and the stores open up, they realized, oh shit, holy crap, we're losing money. And they made the salespeople pull certain headphones off of the rack so they wouldn't lose money. What the freaking hell, man? What the? When my buddy told me that they opened that morning, all I had to do was just kind of shake my head. Like what they didn't realize that this was going to happen, and this is the company we're talking about. So no, of course they're not going to realize that that's going to happen. They only think in the now. They don't think in the future. Okay? They go, this will get people in the store right now. Yes, well, let's look down the road and let's take a look. If you put all the Beats headphones on sale, we're going to lose money. If you put certain ones on sale, we can still get people in the store. We can still make a little bit of money and stuff. But you know, they put all Beats headphones on sale. It wasn't selected models. It was all the ones we had were marked down that much. And of course, because every single kid for Christmas always wants Beats headphones, parents came in to save 40% to get the Beats headphones for the kids, so that way they would be seen as good parents. So they're just trying to, you know, appease their kids and stuff. And then Simply Mac says, you know, they're rubbing their little greedy hands together and being like, we'll put it on stuff for 40% and we'll get them in and we'll let them buy other stuff and we'll make up the difference on it. And that never happens during Christmas. Retail stores always do this. Put one thing on sale to get people into the store, and so that way we can sell them other stuff and make up the difference. And it really never ever works out. Okay? If you are out there and you have worked retail before, or you are working retail right now, you know that this does not work. Okay? Occasionally it might, but for the most part, the majority, it does not work. Okay? And why they keep doing it, I have no idea. They think that these retail shops and stuff would realize now, like, to bring people in off of that are really going to make the difference off on that. You know who you could ask? You could ask your sales floor. Okay? You could ask the people who are actually having to deal with the customers day in and day out and be like, if we did this kind of sale, how would that impact you? Would that work and stuff? And then you can give them the feedback. I'm like, it's not going to work because consumers are smarter than you think they are. They're going to come in, just buy that and get out, and then you're going to lose money. So, well, that ends that. That's all the Simply Mac stuff. I wanted to kind of give you guys just one little thing at the end of this. The reason why I actually hate GameStop so much. Okay? Now, there's multiple reasons. There's things like them screwing people on trade-ins, them selling games that have been opened up as new, and all the other shady practices and all the bullcrap and stuff like that. But I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. Okay? So, in my area, there are 3 GameStops, and there's one about 5 minutes away from my house. Okay? So, that's the one I've have the most experience with. Okay? So, experience number 1, that was crappy. Okay? For one thing, the store that's near the house is the smallest damn store I've ever seen in my life. You get 4 or 5 people in the store and it's too damn crowded and you can't even move around. So I don't even know why they built a GameStop that damn small in the first place, but whatever. Okay, so this one incident, you know, I'm going to tell you about was I went in looking for games. I found some for my PS2. Okay. Went up to the counter to pay for it and stuff, and the guy was like, "You got a PS2?" I'm like, "Yeah, just not thinking about it, but in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, that's why I bought PS2 games, dumbass. But and then he started going off about, why don't you have the Xbox? I'm like, well, I don't really like Microsoft, and I like the PlayStation better because, you know, I like Ratchet and Clank and some other stuff, and God of War and things that the Xbox doesn't have and stuff. And he was like going off about how great Xbox and stuff. So for one, they were Xbox fanboys, and they were trying to, oh, you need to buy it. I'm like, no, I have a PlayStation 2 and I have a GameCube, and that's what I'm buying games for, and I don't want to buy an Xbox. So let me buy these games and get out of here. Okay, so just one incident about it. They're just being just overzealous fanboys, and I can understand you being a fan of a certain console or a certain game or something like that, but don't freaking annoy people with it, guys. Okay, don't do that. So incident number 2. Okay, this comes to trade-in. I went in one time to trade in some games, and one of them was a copy of Madden. Okay, because I had it for the PS3 and didn't really play it too much anymore, and I'm like, let me see if I can get a couple bucks. I wasn't expecting a lot. I mean, I wasn't expecting like getting 20, 25 bucks. I'm like, if I get like $5 from this, then I'm fine with it. I know that it's been out for a little bit of time and stuff like that, but I go to the GameStop, so I want to trade these in, and they were like, the guy starts kind of chuckling a little bit. I'm like, what? I'm like, this Madden game, it's like, it's only worth $0.25. And I was like, it's only worth $0.25? It's like, yeah, I got 75 cents in my pocket right now. I'll buy it from you right now. I'm like, no. This disc is a PS3 disc. It's a Blu-ray disc. The disc itself, without the game on it, is worth $5. I can't even get $5 for this. It's like, no, the store says it's worth $0.25. I'm like, you could probably sell it on freaking eBay or something like that more than that. So I was like, hell no. So I took the game back and I went back home, and I still actually have it to this day. I was like, I'll just keep it. The hell with it. I'll have it as a collection or something, whatever. So, I mean, you guys already know that, you know, they don't give you crap for games. So that pissed me off, because that was my first experience with them. Like, you're only going to give me $0.25 for this? Screw you guys, okay? But then the one that broke the camel's back, was when the Disgaea 4 came out, okay? So if you guys don't know what the Disgaea is, it's a JRPG, it's a Japanese RPG, tile-based and stuff. And I've been watching people play the different Disgaea games, and Disgaea 4 is coming out for the PS3. And I went, I want to get that. Okay, I've been watching people play this. It looks fun. I want to play it. I want to experience it myself. And so it's launch day. First place I go is I go to Best Buy. I always usually go to Best Buy. It's right near the house, just as far as anything else is, to go and get it. Best Buy doesn't have it, because in this area, which is I find kind of weird, but makes a little bit of sense. Not a lot of people are into, RPGs and Japanese RPGs and stuff like that. Mainly around here, it's, people are into Madden and Tekken and Call of Duty and stuff like that, so they didn't have it. I was like, let me check around some other places. Went to Target doesn't have it. Went to Walmart doesn't have it. I'm like, well, last ditch effort, let me just go to GameStop. If I don't want to, let me just go to GameStop just to see if they have it. Walk into GameStop, guy say, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hey, how you guys doing? He's like, so I go right to the PS3 wall, start looking, scanning, looking, don't see it. I'm like, well, it did just come out. Maybe they just got it behind the counter. So go up to the guy on the counter. He's like, can I help you with anything? I'm like, yeah, sure, man. I'm looking for Disgaea 4. It was just released today. And he kind of looks at me weird and goes, Disgaea 4? What is Disgaea 4? And I went, well, like I told you guys, it's a Japanese RPG and stuff, tile-based and stuff. It released today. And then he goes, why would we carry that? And then I looked at him and was like, what'd you say? He's like, why would we carry that? I'm like, because you're a GameStop, and all you do is carry video games, and it's release day, and you should have, I'm not expecting you to have like 50 copies of it. You should have at least have like 5 copies of it or something. He's like, well, did you pre-order it? I'm like, no, I didn't pre-order it. I'm like, well, we don't have it, man. I'm like, you're not even going to look to see if, no, we don't have it. I'm like, okay, well, screw you too, okay? And I walked out, and never did get the Disgaea 4. I ended up getting the Disgaea 3 through Amazon. But yeah, that was it. I was like, the hell is this place? What the hell, man? It's like, why would we carry this? You're a video game store. All you do is carry video games, okay? That's all you do, alright? That's like me going to Bed Bath & Beyond and going, where's the bedding? Why would we carry this type of bedding? Because you carry bedding, it's in your name. It says It says GameStop. The name game is in your name of your title. What the hell, man? Like I said, I'm not expecting you to carry like a whole, box full of them. Just have at least a couple of them on hand or something. But I mean, it's just the mentality and stuff like that. And of course, then when we got, PCMac got bought out by Simply Mac, and we found out we were owned by GameStop, and I start thinking about all this stuff and going to screw this crap. All right, screw the hell out of this stuff. So that's why. That's really, those three little incidents right there. I was like, I'm not going to deal with this store anymore. Screw this. I'm not going to deal with GameStop. I'm not even going to deal with Movie Stop. We have a Movie Stop there I used to like to go to. I'm not going to deal with them. Especially screw Simply Mac. The hell with those freaking people. All right. And like I said, anything that's touched by GameStop, I just don't want to have any affiliation with. I'll go someplace else. All right. So that's it, guys. It's going to end my rant video. I feel a little bit better. Kind of get some of this, a little bit more of this off my shoulders, off my chest and stuff. Let's just go on now. Some more positive attitude. I don't have to deal with this freaking bull crap anymore. Hopefully I can find something else that I really, really love and enjoy going to work. Okay? And I can keep bringing you guys more and more videos. And hopefully you like it and you subscribe. Okay? And like I said, guys, don't make any money off of this. It's just a hobby. So I don't flood your inbox. I'm going to start just putting out one video every Friday. I'm going to try to do that. So I hope you enjoyed the Rant Part 2. Please share it, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you back here on the channel for another video. And I appreciate you guys watching the video and listening to me, rant and rave about stuff. And I hope you guys have a really awesome day. And remember, guys, as always, keep gaming.